Right now, we look at the state of the nation, the APC, R-Apc, and 2019. That's our major talking point. We have in the studio Bishop Osadolo Oche. Is a member of the Edo State Civil Society Organization. Bishop Osadolo Oche, many thanks for joining us on the program.
Thank you. God bless.
We also have joining us Comrade Harrison Ezeko, represents Oroedo Ward 2 in Oroedo Local Government Legislative Arm. Comrade Harrison, many thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
We also have with us in the studio another civil society activist, Comrade Collins Amadi Osara. Many thanks for joining us, Comrade Collins Amadi Osara.
Thank you, Duke.
Let's start with you, Bishop. The things happening in the country right now, beginning with the major talking point in the politics of the country, is the formation or the factionalization of the ruling party. We know that the ruling party is taking that faction to court. That's not what we're contesting this morning. But let's look at the undercurrent that has led to this. Some have said this is a repeat of 2014-2015 playing out again. Is it just about the common interest that politicians share, or this is about the people? Is this an answer to the perception, to the cries, to the aspirations of the people, Bishop?
Thank you very much. First and foremost, I want to stay here without missing words that the Nigerian politicians, as they stand today, are not true representative of the people. Because we have seen a situation where somebody will carry your mandate from party A to party B without recourse to you that gave him the mandate. It has never been like this in the time past. The time of Action Group, NCNC, UPN, MPN, there is party supremacy. The constitution of every party provides that party is supreme to any elected person. And you have no right to take the people's mandate from party A to party B. And if for any reason, whether personal reason, people's reason, or the people you are representing meet with you to tell you that what they are hearing in the party, they are no longer comfortable with that party, you should leave the party. First, the constitution of the party then provides that you will first resign as a member of that party. You will resign as an elected member of that party from whether House of Assembly, House of Representatives, or Senate, or Governor, or President. Then you are now free to join any party you want to join. But unfortunately today, you can be voted today in party A, and you will dump the party the next day and jump to party B. So it's not a reflection of true representative of the people. The Nigerian politicians today are greedy and they are wicked. That's one. Two, I'm coming.
Would not be absolutely correct because it is a generalistic statement,
okay,
which will not be
majority.
Yes,
okay, majority. Majority of the Nigerian politicians today are desperately wicked. Majority are desperately wicked. That is one. Two, greed have entered the game. Selfishness. Yes, this is a repeat of what happened in 2014 when some group named themselves New PDP and they left the party to join to form APC. I made a statement then that it will not work because it's like bringing hawk, bringing fowl, bringing bird, bringing oar to stay in one net. They will never find it comfortable to do it together. That was what that amalgamation and merger was. I made that statement long ago in this station and in EBS. Today, we are seeing it manifesting because it's a gang of one, my personal interests have not died. I'm joining, but my selfish interest must be upheld. Then it was Jonathan was cooler, Jonathan was this, Jonathan was that, Jonathan was not capable of ruling the country. Then everything was, we must remove Jonathan. which they succeeded in doing. Today, they have joined APC. Again, Buhari is not acting constitutionally. In fact, he is breaching the constitution of APC. That is the greatest error. The constitution of APC says that where there is consensus arrangement, you still go to the primary or convention or congress to say yes, there must be a yes vote by everybody or no vote by everybody.
That took place. That didn't take place. Is that what you're saying?
Listen, that didn't. No, that didn't take place. Well, the only thing that took place was yes vote. The no vote never came up. That is where the quarrel started from. The anger has been there. The animosity has been there. But they now have a platform to say, okay, because of this one not being fulfilled, we can hinge on this to say we are going to form our own parallel group, which they now called Reformed APC. They need a platform. They need something to stand upon, to stand to defend their action. Ordinarily, it is because the group to them has not been accorded due recognition as they moved from PDP, new PDP, to APC. You can look at the case of Saraki from the day indicated interest to run for the office of Senate President. It has been from one case to the other. And everyone that has been raising a contrary view has been labeled in one thing or the other. You don't run government or politics or political party like that. Party is supposed to be a family issue. They're supposed to see themselves as members of the same family, having the mind to obey religiously their own self-given constitution, to be able to foster unity and make progress. Because whatever happened to the political party has an adverse effect to the society. Okay. So that is where we find ourselves today, that in Nigeria, nothing is absolutely working right because the politicians did not toe the line of the laws and constitutions and act. They are not obedient to their laws, okay. Neither the Nigerian constitution.
Let me pursue that for a moment. We'll be back with you in a moment. Comrade Harrison, was this expected? Was this anticipated? I knew that we had a series of interactions live here in the studio on the outcomes of the congresses from the world to the local government to the state, and of course the final one, which was the national convention. These fallout we're seeing today, was it not precipitated on account of the grievances, misgivings about how the congresses were held?
Well, you see, the congresses started from the world level, and then after to the local government, then the states, then the convention in general. And at the world level, the areas where we're having some skeletal issues, the party took control of those areas. The local government and most of the states, there were no issues to the convention. After the convention, I think the same persons who are actually fronting the Reform APC, the question I asked myself on the day, who are these people? What is their role? What is their capacity in their state? Because if there were to be issues, we expect issues to arise from the world, local government. The thing was not done in one day. There were spaces before this thing. And nobody raised any issue. Even at the convention, the party followed the constitution of the party. They were voice vote. At the time, they will go a whole meeting to discuss and agree before they will come. That's why you see that the thing took a long time. Areas where there were issues, those who were running with the national chairman, they all stepped down. And after due consultation, they came back and there was a voice vote. The constitution was followed completely. Not issue of whether this one was there or there. I think it's an issue of some persons just want to be relevant. And I look at the people in quote. Someone was talking about it. I said, no, there's no CPC any longer. As soon as that amalgamation came together, everything, the issue of CPC is history. ABP is history. It is not one party. And everybody had to work with the constitution of that party to the direction of the party and where the party is going to. And of course, I saw the man they call the National Secretary, Kazim Afegba, and I asked myself, If not for the name of Oshomole who brought people that was able part, is it part of APC in the state? Yeah, they're never part of the party. You were brought from somewhere to come and benefit from the party, and you were given an appointment by the same man. Today you are not trying to see yourself as so relevant. So you look at the quality of the person who are calling themselves they are this. And that will say that the party on their own, the national chairman, needs to actually reach out to the real people who agree. For Imo State, as we speak with you, meetings have been held. They are resolving the issues there, and very soon they are going to go back to the field to do their World Congress again. And some of the leaders of the party who have some issues, like the senior president and all that, they are only so concerned with them. But the problem they have is that the 3 KRO, Kwankwaso, the senior president Saraki, and of course Tambowa, these 3 persons have interest of running for 2019. And what you are saying now is a result of what is going to happen in 2019. Okay. And they felt that the sitting president wants to run, and they will not have the capacity to actually go into permanence with him or able to stand him, and they want to create some problem. And even at the end of the day, if these 3 people decide to, so we are leaving the party, who is going to step down for who? Where are they going to? We also know that Kwankwaso from the bottom is funding SDP, because the facts are everywhere. Knowing that
we don't have those facts.
No, I'm just saying this.
Yes,
It's my personal opinion.
Facts, yeah.
We are aware,
yeah,
because we meetings are going on everywhere. He's the one pushing. In case this one did not work, you can know that.
But that's normal with politicians.
It's normal. It's 219.
Yeah.
It's normal. Everybody wants to play. It's not a permanent seat.
Yeah.
He has a right. He is qualified. If he wants to, he has a right to run. If he sees that where it is now, it will not work for him, then he begin to pursue. And they are also looking at PDP. Atiku left very much on time because he's an old politician. He left on time to go and put structure in place in PDP. Now, you know he's coming in now, and you want to go into the party, are you not going to go and sit?
Why don't you leave that to the that is low? That should be your business.
I'm going to
your business. Yeah.
That is where the whole issue is going to 2019.
So this is about 2019.
It's 2019.
Let me pause it there.
Everybody is fighting
for 2019.
who takes over the center. And that is why the issues are coming up. And it will be resolved anyway.
All right. I'll come back to you on the resolution. Okay. All right. Comrade Collins Amadi Usaga. Yeah. What in all of these metrics of discussion on this R-Apc or APC R-Apc in 2019 tickles your fancy the more, and what is your take on the level of handling of the undercurrents that came forth as a result of the Congress? Because I know, like Comrade Harrison said, that in Imo State there are plans to recontest or conduct the convention or the Congress there. But we know that didn't just happen overnight. It wasn't because the governor requested for it that is happening. That is going to happen because there's a federal high court judgment or ruling on that. So let me get your take on this.
First, I want to thank my brother, my distinguished counselor. Hopefully, he knows the game, and I do know well. But I discontinued you with some of the analysis he made. Why did I? You know, the problem or what have led us to where we are now, in my party, I sympathize with my fellow party faithfuls, those who genuinely, passionately have put in so much in the party, because this certainly not the APC we have envisaged to now see a block metamorphosing from APC just as it were yesterday that brought about new PDP, and they came into the party with the agenda of new PDP and now stayed as a new PDP and still having its very high relevance as a bloc. You know, even in the present dispensation of APC today, the new PDP are 75% in leadership, while the pioneers and those persons who started the whole scenario are nowhere. And why will you expect another bloc not to come? Now, a bloc will come when we don't do things right. There are way lot of congresses were conducted that were undemocratic all over the nation. In the last congress, apart from the national convention, as it were, the problem of today, if you listen to the aggrieved leaders, they are leaders of our party, because by virtue of the position they have held before, by virtue of the position some of them are still holding, they are leaders of the party.
and we must see them too. Because when most of our leaders were receiving them from another party into our party, they told them from the day you come, you have the same stake. From the day you come, you become a leader. In short, from that day, they attend board of trustees meeting and what have you. They attend meeting at state level and at federal level. You that have been there all your life because you have not won an election or because you have not been ranked into office, you cannot be an automatic delegate, no matter how many years you have spent. What I am trying to say that the level of encouragement to those who have been there has been nothing. Until there are problems and quarrels, people do not benefit. And that is why there will always be quarrel. Now, come to well, R-Apc. He talked about like people like Kazim Afegboa and what have you. You cannot write off that personality. He was a spokesman of a government that ruled for years as a special advisor and as a commissioner. If only within the period he served alone is a party member, then he was even already a serving official when the APC came on board. So automatically, being who he is, there wouldn't have been anywhere was not relevant. Yeah. And also, if we continue in those kind of analogy at times, who would you not say are important? Is it the big men? Now there will be points Saraki and Dugala, for example, because they are holding key position. Now those are the relevant people in the party. That is why the problem will remain. Because one, Galadima, I am not happy we now have R-Apc. But sometimes you should expect things like this. When leaders continue to do things as if they reason with their food, because most of them reason in that manner. From one state to the other, look at the disposition, the way they treat people. They tell you don't matter. When you now speak, they come after you or what have you. So people will speak. Because one, if you want to get things right, I wish my leader, my mentor, Adam Saliu Oshomole, the very best in this new assignment they've given to him. Okay. But just as Sani has also said, he's like bringing in a doctor, a very good doctor, when the cancer has eaten 99% of the whole system. Because right now, you only have heard about few. I want to promise you, within the 36 state and the federal capital territory, we have very ordinary, faithful party aggrieved member. Plenty, in 70%. Those that are not aggrieved in the party right now, I will assure you it's not to 30%. It's not to 30%. And to say that you have a lot of numbers of persons that are aggrieved at this level and you want to take it for granted, if they want to take them to court, and if that is the way they want to check politics or manage the circumstances, so be it, let them take them to court. I think they should just go in, try to pacify as many they can pacify, so that those who already have bought their tickets, as one of our leaders has said, some of them are in the counter, they want to purchase, some are bought their tickets, some are already inside the plane, waiting for you to fly. Because you must begin to address issues from the basis. Okay. Now, there were factions, that came up as a result of the Congress. Yeah. I still tell you today, none among of these groups have really been harmonized. What they've done, they've succeeded in collecting lists, and they've been working with the list. They have not called other groups or other blocks within the party to say, please, everyone says has come like this, take it like that. Okay. Please, let's work together. Okay. Just a word, we are not saying you share money. But some of them believe, for them to sit with you and call aggrieved people to discuss, they will have to provide dinner or lunch. For that reason, they are running away. That they don't want to provide lunch. People contested for council election, for example, because so many of them, people don't matter. Yeah. When they begin to matter, people paid for funds. You collected money. They paid dues. They paid AYZ. You collected their money with impunity, for example. I am talking about continual manifestation of character. Yeah. And at the end of the day, election has come and gone from councillors. I'm using those states as a case study. Okay. Also, in as metaphors into other local other states. Okay. You will not call these people and say, ABC friend, we are sorry. Or A, your brother is not there. Please join us with him and say we can move forward. Yeah. Please, we know you have paid your dues. And based on the party constitution, it went this way. They will not call you because they say you don't matter. People don't matter. Monopoly and impunity sometimes can be very dangerous. Okay. That is where some of our leaders are taking the party to.
All right, let me pause you there. Very insightful, some of the thoughts that are coming forth in this conversation, looking at the issue at the moment, R-Apc, APC in 2019. On Saturday, we had a telephone conversation with the spokesperson of the R-Apc talking about Prince Kazim Afegboa, just like Omid Collins Amadi said. a while ago. He was a special advisor, information, communication, media in Edo State before eventually became Commissioner for Information. And of course, he spoke in a very robust manner and articulated the issues from his own perspectives, leading to why R-Apc came on board. We'll listen to that conversation now. We'll take a listen to that conversation, and then we'll be back to the studio with guests here. We'll also be showing you a WhatsApp number. Tony Etim will provide us with that number. Don't bother to know who Tony Etim is because you won't see him on TV. He's backstage. Help us get that number on the screen so we can get your messages on the latest development in our polity. But let's take a listen. We'll be back with you on the show.
The climax came at the convention barely 2 weeks ago when they started imposing people, you want to do a voice vote in flagrant disobedience to the Article 20 of the R-Apc Constitution, which says if you have an unopposed scenario, you must carry out a voice vote.
That's Prince Kazim Afewa there, just giving us an insight into the formation of the R-Apc. Now, a major aspect of this discussion, on the part of the R-Apc, is that they hinged their action on what they described as underperformance by the ruling party in the country. I'd like to get your thoughts along this line, Bishop.
I will not differ from what they have said. Looking at the implementation of the budget, for example, how can a budget be prepared for a year and you are not able to implement up to 40–45% the budget? And you expect development. How will it come? And looking at the scenario of the killings today in Nigeria, that Mr. President have not made a serious commitment. His word matters as the commander-in-chief. If he make a serious commitment today, this killing will stop.
You said his words matter.
Matters.
But he has been speaking. He has been talking.
The talking is without action. I have right to talk here, but I have no right to take certain action because I'm limited by law. But for him, he has all the constitutional provision and power because he swore to an oath to protect the Nigerian Constitution. The Constitution provides for the welfare and security of the citizen is the primary objective and aim of governance. So if this Constitution is being breached, something is wrong. How can a commander-in-chief go to sleep when people are being murdered every day? I watched a video clip yesterday that some people who were traveling from Makurdi to Abuja were slaughtered on the road. For how long can we continue to see this kind of a thing? And somebody that is in charge of the security of lives and property is not making a serious commitment. So if Galadima have said so, I align with him that there is underperformance, both in the ruling APC and in the presidency. The president needs to wake up because he gave us his word. One, I will fight insecurity. The economy of the country must improve. The welfare of the citizen must improve upon. And so many other things. We will give you light 24/7 every week. Where is it? Politicians should stop deceiving the citizens. They come by campaign and tell us all amount of issues that they can never do one day. And at the end of the day, they won't do anything. After 4 years, they come again to you. They'll say, vote for me. No, I will do it better that time. Nigerians should learn that these people are fooling on us. We should take a stand.
Okay, let me pause it there. Harrison Zeko, this premise of the action by the R-Apc that it was due to what they described as underperformance, was it just a mere excuse to further their own interests which has always been there, or it's in any way reflective of the situation in the country in terms of public rating, public perception?
Well, let me say something here. Those set of persons who is fronting that group, they are not patriotic Nigerians. No talk less of because of the performance they are making them do it. Like I told you, there is a direction.
Well, you're saying they are not patriotic Nigerians, or they are not patriotic. They are not patriotic, or they are not patriotic about APC. They are not true patriotic APC members. That's what you're.
Okay, let me put it that way.
Yes.
The issue of the matter is this: there are some persons who have pushed these people forward, and I've earlier mentioned their name. Everybody have an agenda. What is happening now is the struggle towards 2019. Who becomes the next president?
What are your thoughts on the issue of underperformance?
The issue of underperformance,
they raised, yes.
The issue of insecurity in this country, like I said, no president will just sit down and be happy that his people is dying. It's not possible. It's a human being. And the man is doing his best. The security agencies are in the field. He says he cannot just wake up and go and carry a gun and begin to fight. He has equipped the security agencies. The issue of Boko Haram has been there. For me, I feel they have diversified. They are not coming through this means, since they have been deployed in that angle, they want to go through another means to create mayhem. And the president, in his own side, is trying to cope with this situation. It could be anybody. That is the basic truth. Because somebody was speaking before we came into the studio that when these people were there, I asked myself, we have had the democracy since 1919 date. What has this president that come over? What have they done that this president did not do? The policy that was on that is not so. No, we have not gotten electricity before today. Our refineries have not been working. So what is the thing that they put in place that this administration have changed? It's a pity that they find themselves in this situation. That the time they came in, the country was not what it used to be.
Yeah.
This issue of just that you are seeing everywhere, it has been there. But it's a pity that it's more pronounced, and maybe the people feel that they just want to launch at this particular time. But I want to say that the president is aware of what is going on and is on top of the situation. And I believe that very soon that these things will be the thing of the past. Okay. Because if we continue to now say, okay, let's fight back, it becomes a big issue. It's not only Christians that have been killed. It's not the area where these things are happening, like what happened in Jos. We have more Christians in that location. Okay. Muslims are being killed. Boko Haram go to the mosque to burn everybody down. The community they enter some of those areas, there are Muslims that live there. Will the president be happy that his people is being killed on a daily basis? No. The answer is capital no. But how do we actually fight these people? We don't know them. Somebody just enter a place and destroy the place. You don't actually know. They don't know who is who. And in this clan where they live, because this is their religion, many of them wear this their jar and everything. You cannot actually do such what we do in the South here. Okay. And you find that these things are happening on a daily basis. So what I feel is that the president is doing his best, and the security agencies should be alert to their responsibility because they are there. Okay. He does not go to the field. And the people in Igbo say they have asked the security agencies to pull out, not to do anything. They cannot begin to complain. In as much as they are, if I take number of soldiers are dying on a daily basis, they don't announce those things. They don't bring it on air. But the people who are doing these things are ready to kill. They are no sympathy for human life. They are killing Israel selective. That is the basic truth. Because when they launch, they want to make the country ungovernable for the present administration. I don't want to blame anybody. He is there. He must take responsibility. And take responsibility, he must be able to be proactive. Come up with some strategy to make sure that they come out of this. And the people will be happy. If you cannot do it, then the same people are also there to join.
Okay, let me bring you in, Colin Sabadin. Yeah, the issue of underperformance, which was alleged by the R-Apc, has been the basis for the decision they took and the action that they've taken. I've asked this question, I'm also going to put that to you. Should we take this with a pinch of salt, or there is substance in it? I mean, from public perception, public opinion, and reactions, across the country.
Thank you very much. You know, 6-8 months ago, in recent time also, I have been this push for the presidency to wake up. That our party administrative system should be fine-tuned so that we can deliver on promises. You know, when an enemy wants to hit you down, they capitalize on those things you have completely held. The administration of Mr. President, as it were today, can be scored 15 over 100. And that certainly is not a good mark. It's not a pass mark. In mobilizing and galvanizing support of party faithfuls, because where I started my cry, in an administration of years that can contain more than 200,000 field workers to help you produce results, you are working with 19 people, less than 100 federal government, making all those who have same idea you had before you came in domicile. You left them all at home, and you brought in some persons that they actually came in, I think, after 6 months, because we're wanting that the people that were coming to build skyscrapers everywhere and turn the whole Nigeria into Eldorado. But these guys are unable to do this. And top party leaders started crying again and said, we are entering the second half. Let us change these players and bring in other persons, not by degree, by capacity to deliver. Because I have got to realize that administration is not by how many certificates you are pushing, but the will and the capacity to deliver without fear nor favor. That had lacked in the administration. And that had brought about, even if the government have done good jobs, there is no publicity, good publicity to that effect for the ordinary man on the street to see. But one, more importantly for the ordinary man on the street to see the feelings of good governance, it must reflect in their stomach. We appreciated the singular treasury account when it came in because we felt it was a way to save more money and do more capital projects. But we now have a system where the recurrence is still higher than capital disposition in your budgeting. Like Bishop said, Bishop and I have always hit ourselves whenever we are on some interviews, some issues. But on this, I would allow a situation where your budget performance is less than 40% isn't good at all anywhere in the world. So I think these guys have keyed into underperformance of the administration as a way of drawing sympathy from the streets. Though personal interest is also there in the general phase. That is what politics also stands for. Okay. If you want to well define it. It also has, there's a way to kill your own interest. It's not all about the people good, but your interest. Even if you are a reverend father that do not bear children, but you are appointed today to become a governor, there must be a way you must also play out your interest. If in your security vote, you cannot display all, you may use 50% for people, the other 50% you must take it to your personal family. Take it or leave it. If not your nuclear family, but extended family, because there are people who cause at you. But just to say that things have gone wrong. Because things have gone wrong, and those running Mr. President are not still telling him things are wrong, and are still telling him to hell with them, let them go. It's okay. But if I were Mr. President, if I were President Muhammadu Buhari, knowing fully whether his security agencies has completely failed him, they have failed him more than he can imagine. Those that are very close to him, maybe some are speaking, but maybe they need to do an open letter so that tomorrow, yes, people will say, why did you not speak? Because now you need to speak. If you cannot speak on TV, on radio, you should do an open letter so that history will also judge you right. Because tomorrow, after leaving president, because it's a gang failure, it is not just him. Every administration you are in, I was in Adams Aliyu's government. I am so proud today I was in that government. And I can pinpoint a lot of achievements we made, even in mobilization of people. And I am not in this present government. And I am also taking my time to watch how they are also administering. Though it's my party. But it is a team now. Our team has come and gone.
It is another team that came in.
Yeah.
So they must do themselves proud.
Okay.
Because if they don't, a time will come, we will assess our performance with their own and tell them when we were there. We did A, Y, Z, though we are from the same party. So the team that followed Mr. President should watch closely and write their records. Because if they fail, the same party people will tell them, you people all fail. So in all share, I just feel the R-Apc, though I can also appeal to you people to play a little bit soft, but here's the point just as we want it. If there are rooms to reconcile them, to come back to the party and make it stronger, if the president is ready for, I'm coming, sir. If the president is also ready for open primary, because minds like me want him to face primary. Because if you don't face primary, primary also is an opportunity to determine whether you have performed or you have not performed. That is where the journey begins. So if you have not performed, the party will also have the opportunity either to choose a younger mind or other persons they feel can do well. But if you have also done well, not with consensus arrangement, but because we're in democracy, they can also tell you to continue. I am sure party people will be happy for that.
Okay. Thank you, gentlemen, for the very robust perspectives expressed on this conversation. My name is Sonny Duke Okosun. Thanking you for staying with us. Do have a beautiful day ahead. Bye for now.